Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome to Shantae, Half-Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. And first things first, I'm going to turn down the music. That is loud. And I got Darth Meta here with me.
Hey.
Alright, so just to give you guys a little heads up, I will be playing the main game. I will be playing Pirate Queen's Quest, and eventually I will be playing Friends to the End as well. I will not go through any of the extra modes, being Ninja Mode, Beach Mode, Officer Mode, and Jammies Mode. I will not go through any of those. I will show them off in a separate stream, but I will not go around beating all of those modes, as I just do not find the extra gimmicks to be all that entertaining. I'm satisfied with the main game and Pirate Queen's Quest. At the time of this stream, I have not actually played Friends to the End. So that's something I'm going to have to practice before we get to that. But, yeah. So Darth Meta, you don't really have much experience with Shantae, do you?
The only time I've had experience with Shantae was on the GBA. And that was it.
And which one was that? Was that the first game or the second game, Risky's Revenge?
I think it was the first two. Then after that, it's like I grew out of the Game Boy Advance and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the audio is not really picking you up very well. Hang on. Okay, try now.
But the Shantae games, they're very interesting than any other games that I've played before.
Alright. Alright, we're good. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on the main game. And I'm just... Meta, which one would you prefer? Shantae's classic red outfit or a blue? Outfit?
I would say red, since red is technically my favorite color, but...
Yeah. I like her classic red outfit. Yeah, we can go for that. Yeah, I also played this game. I also test played this game for just a little bit. I didn't do much. I just kind of played through a couple of the stages just to make sure there were no bugs.
Well, Johnny did some call me Johnny did another review of this game, and he talked about the extra mode.
Yeah, round 2. He did say that it felt like a more complete game. So, some of you might be wondering, why am I starting with this game and not the first game? Well, mainly because the first game is not available on the PS4. The only Shantae games that are available on the PS4 are Risky's Revenge, which is Shantae 2, Risky and the Pirate's Curse, Shantae 3, and this game, Shantae 4. And as to why I'm playing Shantae now of all times, it's because Shantae 5 is right around the corner. I want to get ready for that, so I want to play a Shantae game. And I figured, Shantae 4, that is my personal favorite of the Shantae games. It was my first Shantae game, so I just figured hey, I'll go ahead and play it. I will get around to playing I'll get around to playing Risky's Revenge and Pirate's Curse another time. For now, I'm just gonna deal with this and Shantae 5 when it eventually comes out.
So basically, you went the exact same order I went through for Devil May Cry, I'm guessing. You started out with the 4th game. Then once the 5th game comes out, you'll live stream that.
But here's the thing. Unlike your Devil May Cry game, Shantae is a little different. The Shantae games are actually split up into different story arcs. The first 3 games is its own story arc, and then Shantae 4 and 5 are connected through various plot lines. So 4 and 5 tell one story, where Shantae 1, 2, and 3 tell another story. So I'm just going over the second story first before I cover the first story.
Yeah.
Alright, and as to talk about exactly what's going on right now, Shantae woke up in the middle of the night because she heard a voice. She found a trap door underneath her uncle's workshop, and it led her down here where this spirit is giving her a warning that the Dragon Realm will soon be corrupted by an agent of darkness. And if it happens, then all genies in the Genie Realm will be destroyed, including Shantae's mother, who Shantae has never met before.
Oh well, if you're a genie and all that stuff, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of my kid, so she has to have to deal with the burden of being a genie.
Oh no, more like because Shantae was half genie, she had to remain on Earth. Shantae's mother couldn't take her with her, and in the first game, Shantae proved herself to be a true genie, despite only being half genie. And she was offered the ability to become a full genie, but she turned it down because if she accepted, then she would have had to have left the human world and left all of her friends and family behind. And she didn't want to do that.
Curiosity, can you switch up her costumes for different parts of the games, or are you just stuck with this one color?
Well, there are different costumes, but they're only accessible in the alternate modes. In the main game, this is what you got. It's either this or the blue variant of this. And as you can see, there is jiggle physics in this. And when she crouches, she shakes her little butt.
No, there wasn't any jiggle physics I remember in the GBA versions.
I like what this kid says. Are you a Medusa? Mom always tells me to avert my eyes when you walk by. Oh man. I like that. That's funny.
So basically, Shantae is basically a mudblood, basically. Half human, half genie.
Oh no. In the Harry Potter universe, a mudblood meant that both your parents were non-magical. Like, if we're going by Harry Potter standards, then she'd be a half-blood, because half her, like, one of her parents was magical. So. And this is Uncle Mimic. Now, as far as I can tell from from the games that I've played, he's not actually related to Shantae in any way, but he was like, he was best friends with her mother. He was her mother's best friend, and he basically agreed to take care of her when her mother had to leave. We have no idea who Shantae's father is. Like, we have never heard anything about we have never heard anything about Shantae's father. I'm really curious if we're ever going to learn more about that. I would love to have that be a plot line in a future game. I think that could be really cool. It could lead to some really interesting stuff. So right now we're just kind of going around seeing the hub world. And this is Sky, one of Shantae's two best friends, that she's known since childhood.
Huh, that's right, you always start out with 2 hearts.
Yeah, you have to gain more as you go through the game. You can go up to 14 hearts in this game. And here we see Bolo, and Bolo's gimmick. He wants to be a hero. He wants to be the town hero. He's always stuck in Shantae's shadow, but he never holds that against her. He always is very supportive of her. He's always really supportive. But the main thing about him, he falls in love with just about every woman he sees. In the first game, he fell in love with Risky Boots, the villain of the game, the main antagonist of the games.
Huh, that's right, they're all side-scrollers, if I remember correctly.
Yep. 2D platformers.
And I'm guessing what you want to see is a 3D version of this of a Shantae game, right?
No, they can keep They can keep it as 2D. I actually don't mind the 2D platformer aspect of these games. Now I do prefer 3D over 2D. Honestly, that's always been my preference. However, okay, I don't know why I came back in there. But for Shantae, what I would like to see, honestly, is I would like to see 3D models. Like, full 3D models. For all the characters.
Like how Mario went back to 2D, but he still had the 3D model.
Yeah, for the new Super Mario Bros. Series, or better example, for the Super Mario 3D World levels in Mario Maker 2, how they had kind of a 3D background, but it still looked 2D.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I want to see something like that come from Shantae. I would love to see that. I would love to see all of these characters as, like, 3D models. I think that would be really cool. Of course, that would take a lot of time and money to do, but all of the games sell pretty well. And the 5th one is shaping up to be the best one yet so far. Because they are doing away entirely with the waiting around for transformations to happen.
Okay.
So they're doing
And
away
what-
with waiting for that, and so like transfer when you get a new transformation, you can automatically set it to a button, and then just press the button and boom, you automatically transform into whatever transformation you picked.
So what's her animal transformations that she can do?
We'll get into it as we go through the game. But right now, Scuttletown is being attacked by Tinkerbats, which are the minions of Risky Boots. Okay. And Sky's bird Wrench shows off his new trick, which allows him to grow to huge sizes.
Well, that bird can probably feed a town.
I just imagine it flies over Scuttletown and somebody looks up, sees it. The Eagles are coming!
It's only one eagle.
Can't I make a Lord of the Rings reference without being criticized?
So this is your overworld.
Yep. And this is our overworld map. The main street of Scuttletown is basically our hub world, with the place we were just in, and now we're going to our first stage. Yep.
The one thing I just realized, since she uses her hair, she's more like Sindel. Well, without the screaming.
Sindel? From what again?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Mortal Kombat.
Right, yeah.
That looked like it hurt.
Yeah, this guy just kicked her off.
So basically, the hearts basically will work like Legend of Zelda, basically.
Yep.
Question: is there a way to break this game?
You mean make it so the game is like a billion times easier? Yes. Ow, shoot. Okay. I don't usually take this many hits at the start of the game.
But you're live streaming with me!
Yeah. Yeah, now I remember. The moment I live stream with you, things turn to shit. Alright.
She doesn't get a double jump unless it's later on in the game, right?
That will be one of her transformations. One of her transformations provides a double jump.
And it looks like her currency is rubies.
It's gems. Rubies, emeralds, diamonds, sapphires. So.
Huh. That's interesting. So, she can die in the water, unlike some games. But I do like the enemies varieties that that Shantae does have.
Yeah. I mean, Tinkerbats are your main enemy for the first level. They will mix it up for each level. Each level will have its own variety of enemies. Unfortunately, each level is the only level where you end up running into each of those enemies. You don't like different enemies don't carry over into other stages, unfortunately. It'd be cool if they did, but no.
Well, you never know. Once you get to Shantae 5, it might be different.
Oh, I really hope it is because I do like the variety of enemies in this game. But I do wish that they would show that each of them would show up more than just the one stage they're introduced in.
What the heck is your save point?
That old man has been there. That old man has been there since the first game.
Well, it's been ages since I played the first game, so yeah. Oh, it's this kind of platforming that I dislike. Yeah.
Some timed platforming with disappearing blocks. You need the monkey power-up to get up to that platform, which we're going to be getting here soon, actually.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, she looks cute and adorable as a monkey.
Yeah. Monkey, crab, there's a mouse power-up.
The one thing I don't understand, why can't she just, since she's wearing a belly dancer outfit, why can't she just dance and just hypnotize the enemies? It'd be an interesting ability to use.
Yeah, I agree. That would be interesting, but, you know, there's already an overabundance of fan service in the games. I feel like if WayForward went that route, that they might get some backlash.
Oh, the only backlash at the beginning is from angry mamas. And it's like, okay. But again, I do like the little nod that it does have to Fate Stay Night, where she's in the Archer class. Is this where you normally just Is this where you just normally grind?
Yep. This. You asked before if there was a way to break the game? Grind until you have enough money to buy everything.
And how long will that take you?
Probably the entirety of this stream. Possibly somewhat into the next stream.
Well, that answers my question.
Right now, my focus is on getting a few health potions. Oh, here we go. We also needed this. We also needed the health permit because that's for a side quest. And you get that after defeating a certain amount of enemies over here.
So, how many side quests does this game have?
Honestly, not a lot. It's pretty easy to get all the side quests done, considering how all you really need are the different transformations that you get as you go through the game. It's pretty easy to get all of the items for different side quests, as well as get all the heart holders.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys are wondering, yes, we do recommend playing the Shantae franchise.
Yeah,
it is a good game.
I know I'm more of a fan of it than Meta is, but I can't recommend this franchise enough. I really can't. It's just a really good platformer in general. And honestly, it's one of the only 2D platformers that I can still play and enjoy thoroughly all the way through.
Can't go
Because
back to Mario 1, 2, or 3.
like I said, 2D platformers just... I've played my fair share, but I've played my fair share of 2D platformers, but they're just not really my thing. I've always kind of preferred 3D. That's just the way I grew up.
So if you would have had a Game Boy Advance, would you 3 Shantae games?
Sorry. Hold on just one moment. I will be right back. Something just came up. Be right back. Well, shit. I'm sorry, everyone. I have just been informed that I have to leave because apparently I have an appointment that I completely forgot about. So this is going to be a short episode. So I'm sorry. So we'll pick this up. We'll pick this up as soon as I get back.
That's fine.
So I will see you guys then. Thanks for joining me, Darth Meta. I hope you'll join me for the next part.
I will.
Alright, I'll see you guys then. Take care, everybody.